If you want to get stronger in calisthenics and streetlifting and your workout program has one of these 3 mistakes that I'm gonna tell you right now, you are never going to reach the exponential amount of progress that the guys that you see in social media, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, including me. And in this video, I will show you exactly how to fix them. Starting with a mistake that is probably the most common and ending with one that I literally just learned recently. And I'm so confident that your workout program has these mistakes that if your workout has none of them, go and dislike this video and write a really hateful comment on how much of your time I just wasted. So let's get to it. In your strength-based workout program, you have sets and reps. Let's say 3 sets of 3 reps. This is really good for strength. Or 3 sets of 8 reps. This is more for building muscle. Or 5 sets of 5 reps. I also see people doing that, like a 5x5. Or even 2 sets of 12 to 17 reps. You see what I did there? So now think about one of these sets and reps in your workout split. Let's take 3 sets of 3 reps RPE 10. So it's easy. RPE 10 means failure or 0 reps in reserve. A really hard set with even a grind at the end. So for example, on dips, the last rep isn't like this, but you are grinding it extremely hard, like my 9-second grind on the last rep of a 3 sets of 3 of dips. So tell me exactly how much weight you use in the first set, second set, and third set. Think about it. If you said that for those 3 sets of 3 you use 40 kilograms, 70 kilograms, or 100 kilograms, you're wrong. Not because doing dips with 40 kilograms is weak, it is because the weight stays the same. This is an extremely common occurrence that somebody does, let's say, 3 sets of 5, and on the first set they use 50 kilograms, on the second set they use 50 kilograms, and also on the third set. This is absolutely and gnarly stupid, and you are wasting a ton of potential strength and muscle gains. Here is how a correct 3 sets of 3 would look like. So prior to those 3 sets of 3, you do a long and proper warm-up where you decrease the reps set by set and you increase the weight. If you want a full warm-up tutorial, check out this video over here because they will tell you exactly how to warm up for these, let's say, 3 sets of 3. For me, I have written that my first set of 3 was 120 kilograms for 3 reps. This is heavily estimated throughout that warm-up. Throughout that warm-up, I'm checking like, do I feel stronger than the last training session? Do I feel weaker? How do I feel? Do I feel the exact same? Do I want to hit a PR? I'm calculating all of these different things in my mind before I actually attempt and load up the weight. Then I decided, okay, I'm gonna load up 120 kilograms for 3 reps. A PR, I only did 115 for 3 reps. So 5+ kilograms on a 3 rep max. That's an insane progress since last month. So I loaded that on and I was like, okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, and the third rep was a 9-second grind. I hit it perfectly. On the spot, exactly how I wanted it. 3 sets of 3, RPE 10. So the first set of 3 was RPE 10. The second set is also supposed to be RPE 10. Am I gonna keep the exact same weight? After I just did a grind of a lifetime, of course not, I'm gonna decrease the weight. I decreased it all the way to only 110 kilograms for 3 reps. I did that. It was also like really hard. Not a 9-second grind or anything crazy. It was just a really hard set. And then for the third one, I did 102.5 kg. So drop the weight even more. So the first set, that's called your top set. That's the all-out top set. That's why it's called the top set. And after that, you do a second set, which is also really hard, but the weight is lower. An advice for your training sessions: the weight doesn't matter, only the sets, reps, and RPE matters. That's a little trick. So don't estimate and don't calculate it like, on this set I use let's say 90% of my 1 rep max. No, shut the fuck up, you don't know shit. If you calculate your warm-ups, not your warm-ups, but your working sets in percentage of 1 rep max, that literally it hurts to see. So this is the first mistake. You need to make a top set, secondary set, and essentially a tertiary set. So the first set of your 3 sets of 3 is with higher weight than the rest of them. The second mistake, I see this pretty often, it is training one thing per day. Let's say you want to get better at muscle ups, pull ups, dips. So your training program looks like this: muscle ups, pull ups, dips, muscle ups, pull ups, dips. Yeah, that's a fucking shit training session. Like, it's really, really, really bad. So what should you do instead? You should try to design your workout program that you train 2 things in one day. Let's say squats and pull-ups, dips and muscle ups, front levers, planches, just combining 2 things in one day. This is the best way to train. Because I can't imagine training, let's say, push, or you do a push-pull legs, rest, something like that. I can't imagine training weighted dips for 2 hours. Or let's say you train for an hour and a half. Dips for an hour and a half, that's so excessive. It's useless volume by that. Like, you could do a 45-minute dip workout and not do it 2 times a week, but 3 times a week, and you get the much more volume, so you train the movement pattern much more often, and you are not completely exhausted. Me, after a training session, I don't feel a muscle ache on my chest. I don't really feel it in my tricep, in my front delts, or in my back. But I make exponential amount of progress. I get 10 times more progress than you with 10 times less pain with this type of designing workout splits. And the third mistake is that you aren't periodizing your training. So what does periodization mean? Let me explain it like this. This is a really interesting example of explaining it. So imagine 1D, like one dimension. One dimension is a straight line. What is a straight line? That is your weekly split of things that you train. So a weekly split is, let's say, pull-ups, dips on Monday, legs, muscle ups on Tuesday, stuff like that. Just divided it, rest, whatever. Then you have a 2D workout split. You know what a 2D is? 2D is like a sheet of paper. So from that line, it expands like this. So that's another level, even better, even more optimized. It is that you have exactly written how many sets of how many reps and how much RPE, not how much weight, do you do on certain days. How do you structure it, what exercise first, what support exercises, how many sets of the main movements, all of this stuff. That's 2 dimension. Periodization drives this into a 3rd dimension. How does a 3-dimensional split look like? Like, imagine how this is a 1-dimensional, 2-dimensional. How does a 3-dimensional workout split look like? So we have 2 dimensions, and 3 dimensions is essentially the 2 dimensions like this. So do you have a training plan? Yes, and you put it like that, and that's periodization. So you have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, or week 5. A 5-week, it can be even longer, workout split. That is 3-dimensional workout split designing, more advanced, more optimized, better for strength. You also have a 4-dimensional workout split designing, which is something that I also teach in Calisthenics School. And let me blur it so your mind doesn't explode. Something like this is like 4-dimensional workout split designing. So that is a whole new perspective on training. And if you want to find out how to periodize your training, I don't only have a video in Calisthenics School, which is actually the full detailed course on how to literally make your workout program 3-dimensional. So you design workout programs that they give you exponential result, and you literally design it like a professional, so like me. You can also watch this video where I touch on periodization and I give you the absolute fundamentals and basics, plus more advice regarding how to outperform 99% of calisthenics athletes. So to summarize all of those 3 mistakes that you can make in your workout split designing. The first mistake is that your 3x3s, 5x5s, I don't know, 2 sets of 12 to 17 reps are done with the exact same weight. No, you have a top set and then you have other sets, and then if you want to get even more advanced, you also have something known as back offsets. That's something that I cover in that video over there. The second mistake is that you only train one thing per day, which is kind of a beginner mistake. So if you fix that mistake, you can easily, I would say, triple your progress. So if you progress lamely 2 kilograms a month on weighted dips, you can easily progress like 6 or up to 10 kilograms a month more months after you design a workout program with this exact strategy. And the third mistake that you are doing is that you are not periodizing your workout program and you are not making it 3-dimensional, so it's more like in depth and it looks way better and cleaner, so your workout programs looks as if a pro designed it. So as if I designed it. So if you want more information regarding all of these topics, how to design your own workouts program, also my other courses, make sure to check the link in the description, Calisthenics School. Bye, take care bro, you got this.